So excited, we're arriving at Lake Louise. This has been a dream for a long time. Look, there's the Chateaux Lake Louise. Right, so off we go to park. A little bit confusing, but there's plenty of men directing, so don't worry. Parking, get there early, make sure you pay in the machine. I think it was about $18 for the day. And this is the lake. Now we're here early in the morning, so it's a little bit cold and miserable. This is June, by the way. It's amazing how the weather changes in a few days, though. You can rent a kayak over there. There's a lot of people here, but it's early in the morning, so it's not as busy as normal. When we came back in the afternoon, oh, it was really busy. Everyone's trying to get their photo ops. The lake is only just defrosted. It was icy last week. Look at everyone enjoying themselves, taking photos. We decided we wanted to go for a little hike. We only wanted to go up to Agnes' tea room. But look at that view. Look at that water. It's so clear. Most stunning. Definitely once in a lifetime trip to Lake Louise. If I'd have had the energy on the way down, we would have gone for our afternoon tea that I'd booked in. But we could hardly walk because we did walk up really high. But look, there's a Chateaux Lake Louise. There's a few little walks from here, but we wanted to go up to the Agnes tea house and maybe go up see the little beehive. We're dressed for hiking, so we're ready to go. So we decide to walk up and we get to is it Mirror Lake, I think it's called, with the Big Beehive in the background. It's pretty cool, to be honest. It's not something you see every day, is it? The water's so clear as well. It's quite a hike. Definitely got to be a little bit fit. Obviously a little bit worried about bears, but we made a noise and there was plenty of people, so that was all right. The views were just astounding. This is just before the Agnes tea house. There's a waterfall. It's really pretty. I stood there and watched it for hours, to be honest with you. It's lovely. And this is the view at the Agnes tea house. The lake, the people, lots of people. And then there's the tea house. Behind the tea house, there's actually some toilets, which is quite handy. So we didn't stop for a cup of tea at the Agnes tea house. We carried on walking. We were only going to walk just around the corner to have a look at the view. But as you can see, the views are just absolutely stunning. So we kind of carried on walking. First, I went to the toilet. They're pit toilets. They're pretty stinky, but they're very handy if you need a pit stop. Pit stop. I mean, look at this lake. It's absolutely, like, words just can't express. Look at this pile of snowy ice we found. I mean, it's like a glacier on top of the mountain. And the turquoise colour of the lake. I mean, with the sun on it, I bet it's absolutely stunning. So we're about to walk up this Big Beehive, and you can kind of see the path. It's like a zigzag path. And we think it's a really good idea to keep walking. And, you know, we're only here once, so let's give it a go. Zigzag, left and then right, going up. And there it is. It's a kind of nice walk up. Make sure you wear your walking shoes because it is a bit slidey. And we see a little cute chipmunk. He's so cute. Just so cute. No cares in the world. Lots of people around him. Doesn't care. Just wants his little food and then nuts. Be careful because they'll swipe things from your pocket as well. And here we are at the top of the Big Beehive looking at Lake Louise. That is a stunning lake. So we're not really sure which way to go back. We don't really want to go back the same way as we went because we've already been that way. So we decided to go towards the glacier. This is a longer walk, and we don't actually continue to the actual glacier. There's the 6 planes. We don't actually continue that far. We kind of come off at some point and walk back to Lake Louise. We kind of regret doing this walk because it was actually a lot longer, and we couldn't even walk when we got back to the car. But, you know, the views were worth it, I feel. And the paths are really nice, and they're all quite well signposted. If you want to go right, go back down to the Agnes tea house. And forward and left, go to the Glacier 6 Plains trail-ish. And there's another tea house right up there as well, a bit further on. But we weren't that brave.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, like that.
But look, you can see the glacier in the right at the back there in the background. If you want to walk that far, you can do. I'm sure plenty of people do if they're fit enough. It was a really nice walk, and we only bumped into a few people because it's not very popular late in the afternoon. Amazing views, absolutely stunning. Definitely recommend the hikes from Lake Louise. Don't just go to Lake Louise and take photos like everyone else does. This is from the other end of the lake, and you can see the chateau in the background, and that is just frozen ice from the waterfall. And the water's just a totally different colour because it's glacial water. I definitely wouldn't want to fall in there because I bet it was freezing.